Okay, tricky fixtures this weekend. Why? Because Medeama third on the league log with 3 points minus 2 goals. Yanga last on the log, 1 point minus 3 goals. I'm not looking up there. The two Northerners they will fight against each other. The league log speaks to me as a coach. They need to prepare or they need to set up, because at the tail end, 2 teams will qualify to the next round. So looking at the table, I can only say preparation is ongoing. I have respect for my opponent. Yanga is a team, I've met them before, I played them before, years back, 2016 if my memory serves me right. But encountering them this time around, I've observed them. Well, they're a good side, I must say. The pitch tomorrow will decide as to who carries the day. But to me as a coach, once I need to come up there, I have to prepare well to make sure by close of the day, I'm up.
Thank you very much. Let's take our opening comments also from Che before we start the questions. Che, your team and the players are aware that Yanga are wounded because they've not had what they wanted in the opening 2 matches of the competition. Knowing this difficult task they face, how do you, the players, intend to face them?
Thanks for the opportunity. Yanga is a good side, but at this season, they haven't won a game in this Champions League. But we are well prepared to face them. We are not waiting. By the 90 minutes, we decide who will take the 3 points. The good side will win. That's why they have a quality players to. We are well prepared to face them.
Thank you very much. If you have any questions, first for Coach, and then before we come to Jay. Yes, gentlemen.
Good morning. My name is Emmanuel from Akumene Fernando Media Junior. Coach, you did say that you know Yanga very well. You met them in 2016. Yanga from last season till this season, their side which scores a lot of away goals. In the last 26 games, they've won 27, they lost only 6, scoring almost 30 goals. It tells you that when they are playing away, they score a lot of goals. Your team keep considering in this year's Champions League, you've considered more games you play. Can you assure us that tomorrow that is not going to repeat? And are you winning because winning will give you a good chance to qualify?
Let me take you back. Yanga is not coming here for just coming sick. They are here for a purpose, and the purpose is to ensure victory. So like I said, I know Yanga, they are very good side, I respect them. I would say as a coach, will never, I'm using the word never, underrate any opposition. Yeah, because football is a game, you know already, I will never underrate any opposition. Whether we concede, whether we don't concede, well, we've been conceding of late. Looking at my 4 or 5 games, including 2 local games, I conceded a goal at my own backyard against Chelsea, 0-1. Kotoko scored 1-0 against Medeama. Al-Hali, 3 goals. The last time we encountered Belouizdad, we conceded a goal. We've worked on creating depth in defense and then making sure we don't concede this time. But thinking of or working on defensive, you still have to think forward. We want to win the game. So like I'm saying, we are facing a good side. I will not underrate my opposition. All that I want to say is we've also mapped strategy to make sure by close of the day, the field will decide. And it is not me per se, the coach, I'm not going to play. The goalkeeper is there, my players are there. They will have to tell the whole nation or Yanga what we also have under our sleeves. Thank you.
Gentlemen.
So for Emmanuel Jr., Silver FM, Silver TV. Coach, congrats on your first win.
Thank you.
This time around, there's a major boost. Jonathan Sowa is joining the fray. Will he alter your tactics and game plan going into tomorrow?
Oh, talking of Jonathan Sowa, the other time Sowa wasn't benched because of questionable offense or maybe injury. Injury. Rather, it was a questionable offense that kept Sowa away from the other team. Jonathan Sowa, I'm 100%. He's among my start list tomorrow. So let's hope Jonathan can deliver. While somebody's going out, he taking over, he will have to prove to me or prove to the nation why he has to take a place in the start list.
Yes.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Francis from Boss FM. Coach, the last time out, you said you had 3 information from the game against Belouizdad, and you worked on it and you won. I want to know this time around, do you have any information from Yanga that you have worked on and you expect us to look out for tomorrow?
On this question, as a coach, it is your responsibility to maybe have tips when it comes to a game of this nature. My opponent, you need to know their strong and weak points. Every coach, if a coach is not maybe researching or maybe finding an antidote of, or maybe playing against Yanga, my mission is to win. So I don't just sit down as a coach, just wait for them come and then let me score. No, definitely as a coach you have to go underground. Maybe look at the strong and weak points. That is where you can also work on, just to make sure you achieve your results. So I'm not here to tell the media as to what plans I have. I said earlier that it is going to be a tricky duel, but all that I want to see at the end is Medeama win the 3 points. That is my mission.
Yes.
Coach, you confirmed Jonathan Sowa will be back tomorrow. I want to know about your team news, any injury news in camp. Is Fatau ready to play tomorrow? And is there any issues about injury?
On the injury situation, apart from Fatau, who was given 2 weeks to rest by the team doctor, I think the whole camp, we are all set. All of them are set for the game tomorrow.
Yes.
Sorry, from Medeama FM.
My own man.
Yeah, Coach. Some of your supporters were calling for a Zimbabwean Budapest to exhibit his prowess. Are we going to see him playing tomorrow? Moreover, since Sowa is returning, we are having 2 goals deficit. Are we scoring more than 2 goals to get plus of goals?
Okay. On your question, Mahachi, from the two games played, he has been part of the team, except that we see him on the bench. And I am not here to change my winning team. I must confess. The only change would be Sowa starting, and then maybe one of the attackers sitting on the bench. Mahachi is still on my still on the list, but he will start from the bench.
Coach, I'm Christopher, Kesven FM. At El Ali, we saw that when the defense were closer to where you were sitting, there was too much instructions on them and they were doing it perfectly. We saw that when they moved away from where you were standing, you conceded. The same thing happened here. When they came closer to where you were, the defenders, you were on them and they were playing perfectly. Have you noticed that is what affecting your defense when they move away from where you stand?
As a coach, if on the bench, you see me screaming, shouting, talking, that is not how coaches behave at the sideline. Because the moment you start shouting, screaming, talking, calling players, a question may come against me. Did you push your boys or put your boys into these practices? Why shout? Maybe sometimes you see me shouting or maybe screaming. Maybe it is based on particular issues. Let's put that aside. As a coach, when you see things going wrong or when you want something to be done at the right time, definitely you will communicate to your players. Let's hope. Maybe you saw that against Al Hali the last time you saw, but to me, it happens. As a coach, sometimes we all do, but to me, as a coach, you need to be calm on the bench because they will deliver. They know already what they've gone through. So let's see what transpires tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes.
Coach Imano from Makoma once again. I don't know, in my opinion, I see Yanga to have a little advantage because they play the league game after that. Your side is a bit different because you played no game after you won last Friday. Will it or does it play any disadvantage you having played any competitive game before this match?
No, I would say. Although they are into competition, we are also into competition. Despite they playing in the league and we are off, all that I want to say is just hold on. By close of tomorrow, we see the results. That is my aim.
We take the final question from the coach. Yes.
Coach, this is your second home game in the group. Coach, will you agree with me that if you fail to win tomorrow, then it is over for you guys?
I will not accept the word fail. No, I will not accept it. I've spoken already. My mission tomorrow is to ensure victory. And I don't want to even listen to the word fail. No, I will not fail. I'm a winner. Yes. I want to win tomorrow. That is my mission. And when I come back here, you may ask questions. Coach, this is what you said. Yanga is a very good side, I know. But I don't want to listen to the word fail. I'm going to win tomorrow. That is my message.
Our questions for Che, please.
Right. Che, my name is Nathaniel. Unfortunately, considered 3 against Ali in Egypt, and then we considered 1 here against Belouizdad. You and your defense, what are you doing to make sure we don't concede goals? Because inside group games, it becomes crucial, especially when it's a head-to-head at the end of the group stages. What are you and your defense doing to make sure that tomorrow we win with a clean sheet?
All right. As a goalkeeper, we need to keep a clean sheet. Each and every game, I wanted to keep a clean sheet, but the game decides sometimes. Your wish can never come through because of 1 or 2 mistakes. But tomorrow, I'm not promising that I'm going to keep clean sheet or whatever, but we are going to give our best to take the 3 maximum points here.
Yes. Yes.
Alex, I'm Francis from Boston. There's these 2 statistics that I want you to listen. One is a compliment. Of the 15 goalkeepers to have least made 60% of their collapsed game this in the Champions League. Apart from Godson Foko, who has 6.0, while the second goalkeeper with the most saves per game, that's 5.5. That's impressive for you.
Yes.
But on the other side, currently goalkeepers, one aspect of their game that we always look at is their ability to pass. And of the at least 15 goalkeepers to have played 60% of the CAF Champions League, you rate the last. You have a 12.5 representing 54% accurate pass per game. Does that not worry you?
Sure. As a goalkeeper, you are placing that to be correct. Well, we are working on it. We are not going to give up. That's what I'm going to do. We are still keep our head forward and we work on it.
Right, Felix, my second one is, you would agree, I'm not sure if you agree, but I think the fans took us over the line against Belouizdad. What can you tell them? And then so that they come to the stadium tomorrow and then support you and the team?
All right. Last week, the fans did well because of them. It motivated us a lot to win last week game, and we are pleading for them to come in their numbers like they did last week. I hope they will do so.
Last question for the player, please. Okay, it seems you've had enough. Thank you very much, Medeama, for coming, and good luck for tomorrow's match.
Thank you, Director. Thank you. Nice to meet you.